That looks fine. But yes, I've been working on villager things because it turns out the raid farm is actually kind of bad. It's good for, I found another use for it. So let's go over. That's what we did last time. It has not worked how I hoped it would, but it still can work in some way. Why did I leave this thing on? Okay, so first major problem. I said at the end of, I think, last stream that we would need a bad omen farm, not a bad omen, ominous bottle. We need an ominous bottle farm. I'm taking that back. We're not going to build one of those because this thing is not AFKable in the way that the tutorial shows. One massive problem with this farm in particular, why is there just a broken layer there? All right. One major problem, I can't speak. One major problem with this farm is that it spawns evokers, and the evokers don't die in one shot to either of my swords, despite the fact that they're both pretty much maxed out. They don't get one shot pretty much any of the time. So every time there is a raid, I end up swiping twice, killing the evokers, but they get a spawn off and there's a bunch of Vexes. Now, the Vexes aren't really a threat. They would be if I didn't have resistance or max god armor. But since I've got regen, resistance, and strength, I can one-shot the Vexes. I just can't be sitting in there because I have to come out here and actually fight them. So this farm is not AFKable in the way of, oh yeah, we can just put a bunch of ominous bottles in here, keep drinking them, and I can just sit here and make sure I'm watching the thing. No, I actually have to get in and out every time. It does provide emeralds. It provides quite a few emeralds. As you can see, I've sat AFK for a little bit. We've got all these disgusting totems. But it does provide, I took all the emeralds out. But it provides good stuff. You know, we got all this stuff in here. It's mostly like totems and stuff. It doesn't pick up everything either, which sucks, but it's fine. But what this does give us is pretty much instant hero of the village. It instantly gives us that effect. Which, if you didn't know, and I believe I'm right on this, hero of the village does two things. One, it reduces the price the villagers set drastically. I don't know by what percentage. It is at least 50. It's probably more than that. It might not even be a percentage. It might just be like by how many emeralds. But it reduces the price that villagers will ask for stuff and sell you stuff drastically. And I think it also reduces the time it takes villagers to restock. So what I've been doing is I will go over to the raid farm. If I don't have a bad omen bottle, I'll go grab one real quick. It's very easy. There's a villager outpost over there that I can just go snag one. I'll go over there, grab a bad omen bottle, do the raid real quick, get the hero of the village, and then come sit here for about 30 minutes. Hint, hint, take a look at my levels. It was, oh, my mic has been off this entire time. Whoops. I forgot my mic's supposed to be down here so you can hear me easier. That is my fault. I've just been sitting here trading and trading and trading. We've almost got this many. I moved a bunch of shulkers. What I'm going to do is we're just going to do, how many is this? 10? We're going to do 10 shulkers at a time. And I've also got some emeralds in here, and I've just been trading my way up. And the thing that's really nice with this is that these guys, instead of it being at 6, it goes down to 1, which was the main thing that I didn't want to do. Because I can't get this lower, but now I can. So that's the big plan, is I'm pretty happy with it. I also said I wanted to get this whole row to be stonemasons. I don't think I'm going to do that either, just because when I end a trade, if I go completely around once, right, I trade as many emeralds as I can with these guys, and then I get a bunch of emeralds back from the string and all this stuff. I end up with about plus 40 emeralds, plus the stick stacks I just spent. So I'll spend about 6 stacks on this row getting all the quartz. How do you it's the 4. It's the same way as dark oak bug. But yeah, I'll spend about 6 stacks of emeralds on this row and then gain 6.5 stacks ish from this row. So I'm up half a stack. So I'm always in like a surplus of emeralds, which is nice. Except, you know, when they decide they don't want to work, and then it's weird. But today, we're not doing that today. We're not focused on any of that today. I gotta get all my stuff right. I forgot that I'm supposed to do this with my mic. Today, we're turning our attention finally to Temple Square itself. We're not, you know, focusing on anything else. Temple Square. let me get my mic right, because it's so weird how this mic is set up. I think, but Temple Square itself, that is what we're focusing on, which mostly it's this. So the temple's going on top of this mountain, but this mountain's a little too small. So we need to expand it. We're going to set to single layer. We're going to come up here, and I think what we're going to actually do is torch this thing up. That's probably what we need to do first. Schematic placements. I need... What's hill filler? Okay, never mind. I know what that is. Path 1.2. I don't remember what this is either. I'm going to get rid of it. I think all I need is this. Which, this is a big... Yeah, you can see how it's kind of lagging a little bit. It is a relatively... You can see Bug over there working on her stuff. All right. But yeah, this is a relatively big schematic. I haven't done anything with the front. Is this placed right? Yeah, this is placed right. It is mostly this back part. There is a lot of terraforming to be done in this little area. So I'm going to bring this up so I know where the very top one is. We just want the outside bits, because yeah, look, some of this is going to have to be destroyed. Yeah, look, that's the very top. It doesn't go higher than that. This is where the big flat thing is, and the temple sits right there. We got this huge little opening space. But first thing I'm going to do is we're going to outline this. We're going to do this outline. And then I think just light up this entire hill. Yeah, if I just light up everything under here, we'll have most of it. We do have to destroy... Do we have to destroy this forest? Do I want to really take down an entire forest? I don't know if I do. I don't know if I want to take down this entire forest. I'll just do the edges. I'm not doing this in middle part. Okay, now what I can do is I can just place all these shulkers. Okay, so we got around seven-ish shulkers. That's not bad. Let's place down our bed. We got our mystery sacks still in there. By the way, I tried to look through that footage of where the heck those ink sacks came from. I found nothing. I have no idea where they came from. I couldn't find a single thing. They just appeared. Oh, there's grass in there too. And in there. How much more grass do we have? Okay. All right, time to start building. And yeah, we're going to do this outline first so I know where I'm supposed to go, and then we'll just torch up the entire floor, because the temple does have a basement. That's where the baptismal font is. So we will have to dig under this. Actually, no, we're not going to have to dig at all. We actually have all the space. Probably just that. We'll have to destroy that a little bit, which... Do I manually mine that mountain up, or do I just blow it up? I may have to manually... I can't talk. How much dirt do you need? Oh, well, let me show you. This is the last ring before it just flattens out up here. And then it goes pretty much down to the water on all sides. We're doing a little terraforming project, and that was one inventory full. So let's look at what I've done. I started here, I went all the way around, and I ended there. That was an entire inventory of dirt. Nada. Nothing. And now we go again. Oh, I'm gonna need so many torches. Luckily, I've got tons of coal and tons of wood. I got tons of everything. I love being in the end game of Minecraft and just having stuff. It's just like, oh, I need this. Cool. Here's just 20 shulker boxes of it. Maybe not that much. But here's like 3 stacks. If you need it in large quantities, you got to grind for it. But other than that, you're good. All right, layer 1 done. I'm not doing this top layer yet because it will make everything go invisible. I need to wait for night. So Bug, please don't sleep. So I can actually see where I need to place torches. What time is it? All right, we got about 5 minutes. We can go make a bunch of torches in that time. Do I really have the patience to fill this all in with torches? Do I really care that much that it's spawn proofed? I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. Come on, suck it up. It's not that hard. It's really easy. I just got to make sure that it's in a completely dark spot, but still relatively close to the other torches, and we're fine. It's really easy to do this. I'm going to bet my entire inventory is going to be enough. I need to add that to the list. Hold up. When we make our way back around, so when we're near the town, I can make it. Oh, hello, little doggy. Seems as if you have here. You can have this bone. Singular bone. Here you go. Are you gonna be tamed? No. All right. It wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. We will just ignore you. We'll let you stay free in the wild instead of to sit for eternity. Hopefully it'll just come to me again. Oh, there's lots of wolves here. We actually have a lot of wolves living on this mountain. All right, cool. What mod are you using for the builds? I use 3 mods for building. The one that you see right now where it's the outline and these invisible blocks is Lightmatica. And then I use Axiom and World Edit inside of a creative building world to design builds. And then I use Lightmatica to take those designs and just save them as a schematic and put them here as an outline. Because again, I am really bad at building when I can't use creative mode. When I can use creative, I'm pretty good at building. But when I'm just raw dogging it in survival, I'm really bad. Which is why I use creative all the time. Oh, is this a lava pool? Oh, how nice. I can't wait till that burns down my forest. And this one is actually, you know what? I should probably start at the bottom. We're going to start on the bottom next. Start at the bottom, work our way up. So that way, one, I know exactly where I'm supposed to put the torches. But also because it'll start going, it'll tilt downward eventually. And then that'll just be annoying to deal with. Alright. Do I need the stick? I don't think so. Why do I have all this stuff? I don't even know. Alright, so, actually, wait, hold up. First things first. End of last stream, we filled in everything. We filled in this, it's just this little section remaining. Now, if I remember correctly, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and break that guy and then just put him in here. Because I do not want to manually dig this. I do not care. And I kind of need it to go somewhat deep. So I want it to go to pretty much about here. And this needs to go 80 blocks up. I believe this is... Yes, this is exactly what I want. Perfect. Alright, so he's going to go that way. Which is perfectly fine. This works. Perfect. This is exactly what I want. Oh, wait. What's this called? I can name this. It's not Tazweld. It's not Ariamath. I think it's Straterian. It is Tazweld. I'm such a retard. Is it bad that I get upset over simple stuff like that? So yeah, here's how this is going to work. We're going to build this guy up here. And then we'll scooch that back so it's over there. And while this is running, we'll be placing the dirt. So 2 birds, 1 stone. And then it'll get done, and we'll go ahead and place all the torches pretty stinking easy. That's in place now, so we can... Hey, here's Skelly Bones. Oh, wait, I remember something. Wait. I remember. So, I was on the creative testing world, or at least I guess the backup of this world that's creative mode, where I test to see where things will go, to put out the other buildings in Temple Square. And it turns out that down here, yeah, right there, is a spider spawner. And I literally never knew it. We barely missed it with the grazing. Where is it, though? Okay, pretty much, like, here. Which I'm really surprised that just this is here. Okay, there's not really anything in here. But it's just kind of cool that there's a spider spawner right here. So let me just, let me grab some stone to mark this. So I might as well. Because, I mean, this is kind of cool. It's really close to the surface, so we could make this into kind of a spider farm. More than likely we won't, though. This needs to come very far. I forget that, like, this is about 500 blocks long. Just about. Might be a little shorter. I was not needing to pillar up to the point you build. How is not needing to pillar up to that point to start your build true to the game? Because I'm lazy. And easy place is a blessing, and I will abuse it all the time. Yeah, if that gets blown up, I don't really care. That's okay. It's all lined up, though. Yeah, right about there. Easy place is a blessing, and I will use it to do quick things like this. Yeah, thought so. Yoink! Alright, cool. So he's set up, he's good, we're done. Blech. Now, fun part of make this a single layer. Put this. We need Temple Hill dirt. Oh boy, yep, big lag. So we're gonna be placing dirt as it's blowing up. So he should, because the pistons are facing the correct direction. So they should all, it should just go across this entire thing. We can destroy any lava pools needed. But let's see. Another machine. Every single project has one of these machines. And I think every project in the future is going to have this machine of some kind. Alright, there it goes. Okay, is it blowing up on the layer that I want it to? The leaves are fine because they're sensitive. But pretty much yes. It's pretty much there. Goodbye, mountain. Okay, it might also destroy our dirt a little bit, but we gotta wait. We do have to wait, like, maybe a few minutes for this to actually get over, because we will catch up to it very quickly. Due to the fact that this thing is very slow, even right now, we just gotta wait, honestly. There's nothing we can really do. Because I want this side TNT to be where this other side TNT currently is. I want the right one to be where the left one is, and left one to be further before I start building here for safety. Because we're gonna go, thump, thump, like, we'll catch up to this thing so quick. That's gonna be a slight problem. That's also not gonna be a problem. Lava will take care of it. But yeah, it's just a personal thing. Like, don't see the appeal. Hop off this and get on Siege. Aiden, I'll tell you what. We might have this done within 3 hours. It is Friday, so I know for a fact you can stay up late. There's no reason for you to go to bed. More than likely, we will have this done. We haven't streamed for 30 minutes, though. Ugh. We should have this done before 10 o'clock. Within an hour and a half, there's no shot that this thing takes an hour and a half to get across. That's the main thing we're waiting on. The only thing we're waiting on is this. We could fill in this entire hole in 15 minutes. Like, it doesn't take long. But this is kind of a problem with how slow it is. That's the only problem. As soon as this gets rid of the entire mountain, we're good. I mean, I've got the layout. You guys want to see the I can show you guys these. Hold up. You want to see the layout for the buildings? I have done 3 of them. I still got to do take the bottom of the Christus statue. But that's fully done. But the tabernacle building, assembly building, and office building, I'm all doing eyeballing it. I'm not using creative mode beforehand for any of them. I'm going to eyeball all 3 of those buildings, as well as the path layout. Christus statue, outside of temple, are all being predetermined with the schematics. But inside a temple, I've also got to do. That's what I'm really nervous for. I am so scared to do the inside of the temple because I don't know what to do. It's going to be hard. But if we go, yeah, so we've got all these outlines. We got the assembly hall outline and then church office building outline. Yes, I'm aware. And then tabernacle building. We got all these outlines. Let's do one of them at a time. Let's start with the tabernacle. So, this is how big the tabernacle building is going to be. If you want to know what the tabernacle building is, you literally just look up LDS tabernacle building, and boom. So it's relatively big, and I am glad, because I kind of want to put stuff in here. That tabernacle building, it's relatively big. It's definitely not as big as the temple's going to be. And we can actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to load up the temple so we can compare sizes. Now, it's kind of big. And if I actually rotate this, and I can fit the entire tabernacle building snugly inside the temple with room to spare. That's how big. And typically, in real life, these 2 buildings, the Salt Lake City Temple and the tabernacle building, are roughly the same size. The temple itself is definitely taller, but like in terms of width and length, they're around the same size. So you can see how much bigger just the temple is. Because this is about to scale, I'd say. So the temple's definitely bigger. But that is the tabernacle building. And then we also have the assembly hall. This is the smallest one. Assembly hall is the baby of the bunch. Whoops. Go back over there. And obviously we will place these and decide where they go as we're moving along. But yeah, this is the baby of the bunch. He's a very small boy. He's not big at all. You can actually probably fit, you know what, we can probably fit them. Yeah, we can. We can fit the tabernacle inside the temple and then the assembly hall inside the tabernacle. They just stack upon each other. And then last but not least, we have church office building outline. I don't want to do Christus statue because I don't have one of those. But this is where the iron farms are going to be. If I just rotate. Nope. Pretty sure every game has learning curve. But so far, these are all the buildings we have. They all fit snugly up here. And they all can fit in the temple itself. Which is kind of wild. But if you see how I've designed the church office building, so it kind of comes up, this gold and then this diamond all come up to the same level, but then this second layer of gold is like towers. It's a big tower. And what I'm planning to do is we're going to have an iron farm here, iron farm here, iron farm in here, iron farm in here, and maybe even one in here. This might be too big to hold an iron farm. It probably is now that I think about it, because then the iron golems can just spawn in the walls or on the outside. So more than likely, this building will only be 4 iron farms, and we could put the apostles in here, like Peter, James, and John, and then small baby Christus statue in here. We could. It would fit. It would fit right here, and then the 12 apostles, 6 on this side, 6 on this side. Iron farm, iron farm, iron farm, iron farm. Both dropping in, we'll have a chest just like here that collects all the iron for us. I mean, that could work. And then tabernacle building, no farm's going to go in here more than likely. It's just going to be a cool decorative building. And then assembly hall as well. We might put a farm in here because it's small enough to have some kind of a small farm, but I don't know what farm I would do. But these are kind of all of the buildings that we're going to do. And they do fit snug down there. But I'm quite happy with how they've turned out. I think they've turned out quite well. I forget how slow this machine is. It's so good at its job, but man, it's so stinking slow. I forget. This isn't a machine that we can do on stream. This is a machine that is, yep. Set it up, leave it up. And stop. Pretty much a minute 30 with 3 seconds to spare. 127 is how long it is. Right there. 95. Oh gosh, this is gonna take over an hour. It's gonna take over an hour. Okay, so just by that math, it's at least, let's say we're being very, very generous to this machine and we're rounding down 30 seconds. So it's a minute. It's going to take an hour and a half to get through this. I'm not sitting here for an hour and a half not placing dirt. We're going to go place each. Aiden, we're coming. I will let this run after stream when I'm editing clips and hardcore video. Oh, I just got an idea for the nether roof. Hold on. Hold on. Hear me out. I just got an idea. So, here's my original plan for what I was going to do with the nether highway. Is I was just going to build up, like, bridges. I was going to build a bridge. Just build it up a little higher and have it, like, fancy in a bridge and stuff that goes to the nether project and back. But what I'm thinking I do instead is kind of like a Sky Island type thing. Because what are we at? Well, I level 128, we can go up to like 316. Honestly, I kind of like that idea of having just a bunch of floating Sky Islands up here that lead from place to place. And then we have, you know, like ice boats that go everywhere from there. I kind of like that idea, actually. That's a good idea. I need to remember that. I need to remember that. Don't let me forget that, boys. That is actually kind of a good idea. Floating Sky Islands in the nether. Maybe the Sky Islands themselves will only be at the nether project. Where the main ones are. It's part of like an extra little thing. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Alright, these two. I believe I have a crafting table there, but in case I don't, I'm just going to make them right now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. When will this be even? I'll just keep going until it's even. There it is. Cool. Nice. 3 stacks. Got it. Very nice. So we got 3 stacks sea lanterns, that's definitely enough. And then a bunch of quartz stairs I also got for, you know, when we actually do the base of the temple. We're almost out of gapples, too. We're going to do that real quick. Hold up. I'm going to pee, and then we're going to get our gapples. Oh my gosh. How did I not die from that? Oh my gosh, that should have killed me. Half a heart only? Thank goodness. Wow. Yeah, I need to be more careful with the other Elytra, because that's how I'm going to die. I guarantee it. Yeah, that's how I die. That's how I die in this world, is with me being stupid with the Elytra. Ooh, boy. Okay, so we're gonna, let me go pee first. Let me go pee. Alright, we're gonna start eating golden carrots because golden apples are getting way too expensive. And I eat them way too often. So here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna have golden apples there, golden carrots here, and then just our things here. So let me grab a block of gold. One of them back. How many emeralds do I have? Ooh, I did spend a lot. I need to grind some more of these out. Alright, cool. Got the apples. So we have these for when our normal ones run out. We have these spare ones. We got some backups. And then golden carrots. Like, those shouldn't be too expensive. Oh, maybe they are actually. Cool. And this is our new food source. This is where we're going to start eating. I said this a little while back that I want to start doing this, and then I changed my mind on it, and now I'm changing my mind again. I think for the time being, we'll continue to eat the golden apples until they are gone, and then switch to the carrots, actually, so we can put those ones up there. We might as well just buy another stack, then, in that case. Because then we'll just swap them back around. Alright, so, this guy is done. I'm considering him done and good. He's done pretty much the entire mountain. Like, it's pretty much all gone. So now, come fun part. Now I would blow it up. Yeah, and that's why you're never joining this world. Alright, is my placement on? Alright, final layer of this thing. And then we're done. At long, long last. This is taking forever. And I'm ready for it to be done. Let's do it in the layers of 3, though. I am going to do it in its layers of 3. So I don't know what to do next. Again, so tomorrow's stream, it is the 2-year anniversary of Hardcore, which is crazy to think about that it's been 2 stinking years. It's been, yeah. A year ago, we were just barely starting on Nature's End, I believe. Wow, holy cow. Like, just that in the retrospective of, yeah, that was 2023 when this exact same world was started is... It doesn't feel like it's been 2 years. Which is probably the weird part. Because it's just, it doesn't feel like it's been 2 years. And I might have a counter up for when we beat our old record. Because our old record, I believe, was just like, it was really weird. It was 2 years, 2 weeks, and like 2 days or something. What's our old record? So we might also do a stream for that of our record for surviving in hardcore beaten. Cool, now we can start eating golden carrots and hopefully they get more saturation. Now I started eating apples because they, you know, they gave me the 2 extra hearts and they give me some regen. But majority of the time, I'm not in a situation where I need constant an extra 2 hearts and extra regen. I've got God Armor on, so even if a charged creeper, like even a normal creeper. Now, with God Armor, we tested this, remember? In full God Armor, if I'm point blank to a charged creeper, I will survive on like half a heart. I think it's either a heart and a half, or half heart. It's one of those 3. So I'm pretty sure if a creeper sneaks up behind me and I'm wearing the elytra, I will still survive because 1, I can just, you know, creeper, run away. And then like I'm fine and the explosion doesn't do that much damage. But even if I'm point blank with the elytra on and God Armor, it still shouldn't kill me. So the only real dangers are fall damage, which I mean the elytra saves me from anyway. And then me being stupid with that elytra. So as long as I'm not stupid with the elytra, like the extra hearts aren't really going to help. But I just ate a golden apple and I'm eating the golden apples. Wait, no, I'm supposed to be eating the carrots. Get out of my inventory. Yeah. Streaming sucks. I hate it. Yeah, your content is definitely more teeter towards the video side of things. I can see why some people hate streaming. Because, yeah, it can be hard. And I can also see why Taylor quit. I just wish, like, just be consistent. I see that everywhere, from literally all of the people that have made it, from somebody from, you know, like Justin Waller to LeBron James to Mr. Beast, and then Jinxie himself just goes, don't quit. That's their biggest piece of advice, is just don't quit. If you want something, just don't quit, and more than likely you'll get it. In time, of course. Now, I have said in the past that I wouldn't want to be a big-time content creator, one of the biggest streamers. I'm going to take that back slightly. I wouldn't mind. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, whatever. But if it does, that would be amazing. But it's not going to be like, wow, I'm not going to be like Lumpy Potato or Silver Fox or Mrs. Ma'am, where it's kind of like, okay, this needs to work out. Otherwise, you know, I'm out of a job. But yeah, yeah. Oh, we're not gonna have enough dirt. No. Dirt. Ah, piss. Do I have any in the castle? You had a girlfriend? No. Did I say again? Well, I didn't mean again. Because I've never had a girlfriend. No. That isn't very clear, but in fact I play this game way too much. And even if I did have a girlfriend, I will say this right now. Unless I've had a girlfriend for like a year plus, I would not say anything about it. So maybe I do have a girlfriend. No. The dirt. Hold up. Where's my stick? I gotta rename this. Hold up. I forgot. So you guys remember Special Stick? You know, the one that I always had that was literally named for something? Yeah, I accidentally sold it to a villager for an emerald. So, let's just, let's just really quickly make special stick 2. I forgot that I did that. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot I gotta light this up. Okay, hold up. Wait. Wait. We're not gonna be done yet. We're gonna leave a little square hole in the roof because I forgot that needs to be lit up. And we gotta wait for night so the mob spawns are decreased. Cool. Put those there so I can just put them down. Nice. That is essentially done. We are essentially done with that. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a little risky, but we're closing it in. We're closing it and making it smaller. I'm just gonna leave the water there for now because nothing can spawn on it anyway. Oh crap. Oh crap. We're gonna jump. Wait. Okay. No. Run away. Okay. That should be most of it, honestly. There's probably some on the edges that we haven't gotten, but that should be most. Let me just despawn all these guys. Or at least most of them. Alright, check the edges. If they can spawn a little bit, I don't really care. They can spawn a little bit if they want. Wait, hold up. Now how much we got up here? Oh dear heavens, that's a lot. Hello guys, any of you baby zombie on a chicken, maybe? Any special boys? That's chainmail. I don't really care about chainmail. Gold. Any special boys want to show themselves before I sleep? No? Okay, cool. I'm surprised the torch reaches this far. I did not think it went this far. I know it has to be light level 0 for a mob to spawn, but like the range on this thing is ridiculous. It's crazy how... Oh. One singular block. If I place one like right there. Almost. Cool, so we got everything there. We got this back corner and then this little section here. And that's it. And the final torch, hopefully. Now, if mobs start annoying me from the side, I'll start putting torches on the side of this. But for now, this entire thing is lit up. Now, how do it, what was it, 7-8 or something? Yeah. Cool. So, I did not need to place too much of this dirt because what's going to happen is pretty much the entire interior of this is getting dug up. Now we also don't need that too many stairs because we're not doing these inside like this to there and then all that we're not doing. We might do it actually. I might just place it just because we have the blocks to do so. And just we have it. I dropped it on accident. But is this where I want the temple? Like, final temple setup. I think so. I think I'm going to do it. I think we're going to put it there. I like it. Alright, let's go. Final thing. Let's start right here. We actually, you know what we're going to do? Because I don't think... Okay, there's a few, like, there and stuff. Alright, first set of stairs on the temple place. Let's go. Oh, I forgot I needed those too. Okay, hold up. I forgot I needed those as well. 3 should hopefully be enough. How many do I need total? Hold up. Quartz bricks. I need 6 stacks. So we will have to refill on those. That's fine. We can't carry everything. You know what we can actually do? We actually can carry everything. What am I doing? We can carry everything. What am I talking about? Just bring the shulker box with me and then place it down. Yeah, a lot of this inside, the inside bits are probably going to get destroyed at some point. Because I don't need this many inside bits. But yeah, you know, we're finally building it. Oh my gosh. We're finally building the inside of this. Not the inside. We're actually finally building the temple. We're laying the foundations. Oh, we're actually here. It's been literally, I think, 2 months. I think we started this in August. No, actually, we started this entire project in July. June or July. I'll have to look at when the video was published. Not when the video was published, but when I stated this. I don't remember. Piss. I should have written that down. Date of start. We'll figure it out later if I really need to. But yeah, the process of how this is going to work. We're not building the entire outside at once, as I've said in the past, because then doing all the entire inside at once is going to kill me. At least, like, mentally. So we're doing one layer at a time, and we're going to start with the basement, which we're going to do a layer of the temple up to where these stairs end. So these stairs go up to the doors, right? We got two big double doors on each side where these, that's what these are, your stairs. And where those double doors are is the roof of the basement. And that's what we're going to start with, is basement type stuff. And then I do have to find actual blueprints that aren't, you know, the original blueprints. Like how the temple actually is. So I do want this to be realistic and a replica. But man, that's going to be tough. This is going to be one of the prettiest buildings in the world, though. Especially because it's made of quartz. And this is just such a hard block to get. Am I out of bricks already? I am. Alright. Which is, yeah, we may have wasted our time a little bit placing all the grass. I didn't, okay, good. I didn't miss any right there. Because, yeah, eventually it will be destroyed, but for right now it'll be there, so I can walk in this thing and whatnot. We'll figure out a plan. But next thing we're doing, in terms of, like, this project, is the outline for the rest of Temple Square, where everything actually goes so that we can start. Because in the plan, at least the temple plan itself is, yep, build up the walls that go to the next floor, then do the inside of the next floor relatively soon after. But Temple Square itself, I think what we're gonna do is... Oh, am I out of those blocks? I am. How? What we're gonna do for Temple Square itself is I think we'll do a floor of the temple and then one of the buildings. So, like, for example, we'll do the basement and then probably the... Here's the thing. I want the Christus statue to be the 100th episode of Hardcore. So that's being saved. That's actually being reserved for whenever we hit episode 99. The next thing we do is the Christus statue. That's been reserved. But how it's going to go before the Christus statue is outside of temple... one floor inside of the floor that we just did the outside on, and then a building that's in Temple Square itself. Or some part of it, like maybe, you know, the paths, because that is something we gotta do. We gotta go lay out all the pathways for the temple. Or Temple Square itself, and we can also go do a bunch of other stuff, because I got an end of year project as well, which goes pretty much right next to Pittsfall itself, just right outside Pittsfall town. That we will start once December hits. That's our Christmas project, is that one building that we're going to do, as well as a Christmas tree, because we're going to try again. We got to try again this year to do a better Christmas tree, because like last year was horrendous. So we'll try that again this year, and more likely we'll put that Christmas tree in Temple Square, because I kind of want to make it white. I don't like pale oak. Okay, that's that. I had extra of those. I had extra stairs. Nice. And I used the 8 sea lanterns. The 8 total sea lanterns. Alright, now this can be removed. Oh, nope. Eat the golden carrots. Oh my gosh, look at it. Yeah, the snow kind of ruins it a little bit. Just a little bit. We can fix that, though. We might place more torches where the snow falls on the outside to kind of fix it. Because it is annoying. Or we could just place string on the ground. Alright, look at that. Whole mountain is finally done. I'm getting rid of the snow. It's annoying. It'll look bad on the thumbnail if I don't. Let's go do that really quick. I was tempted to make the temple out of snow, but then it's like, it's so risky of just breaking stuff. You're at such high risk of just, oh, look, there goes that entire wall. And I can't place torches because in the, I don't think snow blocks melt, actually. Man, I'm not even going to do this on stream now that I think about it, because I need to wait for this dirt to turn to grass. I'm not even gonna do this on stream. There's no point in me doing this. I could just wait for the snow to melt. Alright, great. Good job, guys. You've wasted a bunch of time. Because now it's gonna rain again while you're sitting AFK waiting for this to spread. And you have to do this all over again. You're so smart. Oh my gosh. I'm truly a genius. I truly am. No one can comprehend how smart I am. Well, I gotta wait for all of this dirt, and I guess that dirt over there too, to turn to grass. Before I take the screenshot anyway, so that's nice. Literally just wasted everybody's time. I am sorry. Cool. Hold up. Alright. That's the temple. That's where it's gonna go. Very massive. We're finally done building this thing, and I can finally post a hardcore video after almost a month. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. And there's snow over there too. Great. Oh man. Big old mountain to put the big old temple on. And the temple square's down there. Amazing.